everybody, this is Parisha or Pretty P. Welcome back to my channel. And first I would just like to say this is an update on the Shanquella Robinson investigation. But first I would like to just ask, just so that I can get a heads up on if I have to fix anything. So, I'm just starting YouTube, new to making videos for YouTube. And I did customize my channel where I uploaded, hopefully it's clickable, but it's supposed to be a clickable YouTube subscription watermark in my videos. I have a few views already. I'm excited about that. I have a few views. And yes, hit the like button, share the video. And I'm looking to subscribe to, if you guys have any channels, if you guys have a channel yourself and you would like me to subscribe, hey, let me know. Let me know what you're up to. I love supporting people. And I hope that I continue to get, I get more support. Seems like I have supporters already and I'm excited about that. So let's get into this Shanquella Robinson. If you see me looking down, I'm trying to, keep up with my notes. Because it is very sad what happened to this young woman. And this can happen to anyone. This can be done by anyone. This was a black woman. And it wasn't racially, it wasn't due to prejudice or anything like that. Because the people that unalived this woman, and you guys know what the word unalived means, hopefully. These people were also, well, the woman that did this to her was the same race as her, So yeah, it's very sad, and I just hope that this doesn't happen to me. Hope that this doesn't happen to any of, my friends' children. I don't have any children, but I hope it doesn't happen to anyone that I know. Being set up like this. This is crazy. Like, I'm just laughing at how crazy, people are willing to go to do whatever. Like, So I'm going to get started. And if I have any more updates, I will include those clips within this video. Do my best. And I am going to include a picture of Dejanay Jackson, which is the woman that unalived this young lady, and Shanquella Robinson, who was the victim in this case. So, my hair's pretty okay. Shanquella Robinson was a beautiful black 25-year-old woman who was a kid's hair braider from Charlotte, North Carolina. She was born on January 9th, 1997, and was unalived on October 29th, 2022, so a few months ago. She was also a social media personality, so she had a social media platform, and I guess she would make posts on this. She did have an Instagram. She graduated from Winston-Salem State University. Okay. She went with a group of friends on a trip to Mexico. She was invited by one of her friends to go on this trip with them. Now, the trip was supposed to be happening because they were supposed to be celebrating one of her friend's birthday. But in actuality, this was not a birthday celebration at all. Unbeknownst to Shanquella, this was actually just a setup. This was just a whole setup, okay? This is so crazy. So while on this vacation, two of her friends that she was on this trip with, Winter Donovan and Dejanay Jackson, went into one of the rooms of the villa that they were staying at. While in this room, and with the door wide open, girl. So they just talking with the door wide open. And I guess because whatever this girl was going to say, she was going to say it where Shanquella wouldn't pick up on what they were discussing. So I guess that's why they felt like they just could leave the door wide open like that. So I'm just like, really? So while in this room with the door wide open, ooh, child, I am never using these things again. Yes, this thing has been irritating me all day. I'm trying to get through this. Dejanay began plotting against Shanquella, and started talking about, the setup. Started talking about what she wanted to do to Shanquella, and she was talking about this to Winter. So Winter Donovan is sitting on the bed, hearing Dejanay tell her about, what she wants to do to Shanquella. Now, one of the things she said, and I did not include that in the video, but there are clips across different platforms, and I think even YouTube, hearing Dejanay telling Winter that, I'm going to keep it hot. I'm going to keep it hot. Just implying that whatever she was going to do to Shanquella, she was going to keep it hot. Right? So while she's saying this, Shanquella walks into the room. And because Dejanay is not actually like saying Shanquella's name while she's saying all this stuff, Shanquella does not know that Dejanay is actually talking about her. So she walks into the room, and as she walks into the room, you can see that Winter turns toward her and gives her like a disgusted look. Like, in my mind, the look is like, what in the world are you doing in here? But it's just crazy the energy that Donovan was giving Shanquella when she walked into the room. But of course, Shanquella was not going to pick up on that, and she didn't pick up on it. Because I'm pretty sure if I'm on a trip with you, right, and I'm walking down the hallway looking for you because I want to talk to you or whatever, and I hear you plotting against me, and I hear that, or I could tell somehow that's about me, that trip is over. I'm packing my bags, I'm leaving, I'm checking out, and it's over. But because Dejanay was talking in such a way, on purpose, purposely talking in such a way, like, I guess I call it talking in codes. She purposely made it where Shanquella could not pick up on what or who she was talking about. So this is so evil. So actually, Shanquella was walking into her own unalived plot. I'm gonna keep on saying that word, but you know what kind of plot I'm talking about or referring to, right? Like, what in the world? My thing is, I want to know what Dejanay Jackson's motive was for plotting against Shanquella and thinking she can get away with this, and inviting her to go on a trip with her to another country just to unalive her. Like, why would you do that? And why would you go to another country to do that? But why would you do it at all? And I honestly believe, and this is what other people on this platform were saying, that she did not intend to kill Shanquella. I'm so sorry. Did I say the word? Yeah, they accidentally unalived her. What happened was, I believe that she just wanted to go viral for whooping the crap out of her, but she did not intend to actually, take her life. But this is what happens when you don't think things all the way through. Because my thing is that, what makes this young lady think that she could just throw hands on somebody continuously for a couple of minutes straight, non-stop, and think that, and not think that you could possibly kill this person? That you could possibly unalive this person, you could possibly end their life, you could possibly, hit them in a way that could paralyze them. Because so I'm going to let you know what happened, because this Dejanay person, I don't know what was wrong with her. I don't know what she was mad at. She needs to be arrested, and she needs to be mentally evaluated, because I really would like to know what was going on in this girl's head. This was somebody's daughter. This was somebody's sister. This was somebody's, quite possibly somebody's aunt. This was someone's child. Yeah, she was 25 years old, but she was still, this was somebody's child. You just beat on her like that for what reason? What, you know? And part of this update is that a while ago, maybe during around that time, Dejanay gave birth to a little girl, or a baby. Assuming it was a little girl. You're a mother. You wouldn't want someone to take your child, but you take the life of someone else's child? Come on now. You know, so the next day, and this happened in the morning time, right? A video was posted showing Dejanay fighting Shanquella while Shanquella was naked. And in the video, you can see that Shanquella was not fighting back. Now, I'm not showing like the actual fight, but I will show like a picture of Dejanay, and I will show a picture of Shanquella. I think I already stated that I might show a picture of Shanquella, but I will show pictures of them. Okay? Now, I was trying to figure out, why was this girl naked? Just bare butt booty naked like that? Like, what's going on? Like, you know, and why is she in a fight naked? You know, and then she's not fighting back. You know, and which was so easy for everyone to conclude that this was actually an attack, because if you plan to fight, wouldn't you be fighting back? If, you know, you plan to involve yourself in a fight, you'd be throwing hands too, but this girl was not fighting back. And so Dejanay just beating on her, whooping on her like a rag doll, which was indicative of an actual attack, which, you know, so Shanquella Robinson is vulnerable, standing, and they're in Shanquella's room, by the way. This fight happened in Shanquella's room. And Shanquella is just standing there bare booty butt naked up in her birthday suit. And I'm just like trying to figure out, why is this girl just standing there in her birthday suit? Like, how did the situation happen where this girl is just naked, and there were other people in the room, and one of the people was, I have to figure out which name that was. It was a guy in the room, which I believe was her best friend. I have to get that information straight. Was recording the fight. Instead of stepping in and stopping this girl from beating her, he was recording the fight. Now, what kind of friends are you going to go on a vacation with and they just record a fight and they don't help you or help stop the person from hitting you? And they just record the fight and just let the fight go on like that. But these are supposed to be your friends? These are not friends. These are not friends. If you stand somewhere and watch me get beat, and before this fight happened, I've known you as a friend, and you stand somewhere and you record me getting beat, you are not my friend. You know, if you don't try to stop it, if you don't yell stop, if you don't try to block the person, or, you know, if you don't try to get help, or if you don't do anything, if you feel like you physically cannot get this person off of me, or at least try to get help or do something, you are not my friend. You know, at least try to get help or something. Like, I'm being beat. Like, oh my God. So none of these people were her friends. This was a whole setup. This was an entire setup. And I just feel so bad. Like, this lady just lost her life because she was beat to death. She was beat. And the reports on some of the videos on this platform saying that it was an internal decapitation, because in the video, if I don't have the link to the video, but in the video you can see where at one point she's being beat to the point where she ends up on the ground. And if you pay attention to the video carefully, you can see where her, like, either her neck or her head is very subtle, but it kind of like drops a little bit. Like, her neck, like, it's almost like if she put her head down or put her neck down just a little bit. It wasn't that she intentionally dropped her head down or was looking down. At that point, her neck had she had actually endured an internal decapitation. Her neck or her head had separated from the rest of her body internally. You couldn't see it externally, but you could see it internally. So that was a slight drop you see after she ends up on the floor, ends up sitting upright on the floor. That woman killed her. Like, yo, like, she beat the life out of this girl. You know, I think she just wanted to record a butt whooping, but no, you recorded yourself unaliving this young lady. You need to be charged. You need to be charged. And even if the young lady didn't die from this fight, you need to be charged with assault anyway, because you are attacking this woman anyway. I don't know what people... I think sometimes people think that they're doing one thing, but they end up doing something else. And I think some people do things, even as adults. I think some people do things without fully understanding the depth of what they're actually doing. And it ends up causing more harm than they intended. I don't think she intended to record herself unaliving somebody, but she actually recorded herself unaliving somebody. Yeah. Oh my God. Like, please be careful. Like, if you're not fighting in self-defense and you are just fighting for the hell of it, please be careful, because you can hit somebody the wrong way and you could just end up, like, literally snuffing the life out of their body. And, you know, to see Shanquella Robinson's dad on an interview crying because his daughter is dead, that just broke my heart. Like, this is somebody... I'm trying not to cry right now. This is somebody's daughter. Why are you beating people to death? And I really would like to hear a court case. Like, I really would like to... I'm trying to keep up with the investigation and what I hear, any updates that I hear. And it's supposed to be ongoing. I want to see a court case, and I want Dejanay Jackson to say out of her mouth what her actual motive was for setting this girl up. There was a reason you did this, besides the fact that you were just mean. Because that was mean. What was the reason for that? Do nice people do things like that? No. I want to hear what her motive was. Like, internally, what was your reason deep down in the depth of your soul for beating this woman like that? The reason that she was naked, so Shanquella's mother was asked in an interview, and I seen this a few months ago. Hey, you know, does she sleep naked? Her mother was like, yeah. Her mother confirmed, yeah, she sleeps naked. So I'm going to assume that she was asleep and she was naked because she likes to go to sleep naked, which a lot of people do. You know, it can be comfortable to sleep naked. You know, so she was asleep naked. She was comfortable, you know. Okay, girl, get naked. She was comfortable. And I guess they came into a room while she was asleep and woke her up out of her sleep. So I guess her not having any clothes on, she just like woke up how she was, which was naked, and she came up out of bed naked. And so that's how she ended up standing in her room in the middle of a fight naked, because she was asleep. They woke her up out of her sleep. Cause who would be fighting with no clothes on, just like that, like, you know, who would be fighting with no clothes on? I'm not laughing at her death. I'm laughing, because I'm just like, who would willingly be fighting naked? So they came into her room to, fight her and to record a fight. She came into her room while she was sleeping, got her up, woke her up out of her sleep, and ended up fighting her naked. And it was also like a form of embarrassment, because you see this woman has no clothes on. So you want to fight her, make her vulnerable. See, she has no clothes on. So of course she might have been a little bit embarrassed, but you attacked her. You're attacking her. She doesn't have time to look for a pair of panties or a bra or underwear or a shirt or anything, because you woke up at a time and at a moment when you knew she was the most vulnerable. And that's mean. That's a bully, and that's mean. So that's why she has no clothes on in the video. And then recorded her naked. You recorded her naked body. You recorded her everything with nothing on. You knew what she knew what she was doing, and that the young girl was vulnerable at that moment. What was the motive? Like, Jesus. So what happened was, she was beating her so much that she died. And so they got scared and ran. So what they did was they fled back to the States. The 5 people, I believe it was, they're calling them the Cabo 6, but there were 6 people. I don't know. It's very confusing, because they say 6 and 7 people. I believe all of them, including Shanquella, might have been 6 people. And then those 5 made it back to the States, and Shanquella was the only one that didn't make it back. Yeah, I'm wearing my favorite gown. I love this. It doesn't match the makeup, but it's okay. I'm wearing my favorite gown. Yeah, this lash has been bothering me all day, and I'm just gonna try to get through it, girl. I feel so bad for this family. And it also angers me that I don't know what this woman's motive was yet. Like, Jesus. So I'm going to cite a source. So according to Mexican investigative reporter Gerardo Zuniga, Mexico wanted to have Dejanay Jackson brought back to Mexico to face femicide. And so femicide is a crime in Mexico. And let me just get this straight. See my handwriting. And it's because so it's a crime in Mexico, and it's when a woman is unalived just because she is a female. So it's like when a woman is murdered just because, for the fact that she's a woman, just because of her gender, basically. And that charge was created in Mexico because too many women in Mexico were being murdered. So the Mexican government decided to create a charge called femicide. So anyone that kills a woman in Mexico, you will be charged with a charge called femicide. she needs to be charged with femicide. And I think it's a worse charge than a regular homicide charge. And she needs to be charged in Mexico because she did the crime in Mexico. Now, you see, she thought she got away by... I'm going to assume that she, invited her to another country to do this thing, thinking she would get away with it because she's an American citizen and she's not a Mexican citizen. I don't know why she didn't know about the laws in different countries, why she didn't realize that if you do a crime in a different country, that country can lock you up in their country. There are Americans that have went to other countries, done something either on purpose or by accident, and been locked up in that country because you did it on their territory, which I completely understand. If I'm in charge of a country, and I'm a politician or whatever, I'm the president of a country, or I'm in charge of the rules and jurisdictions of a country, and you come to my country and you do a crime, I'm having you locked up in I'm having you detained in my country, because no, you're not going to go back to your country and just go to sleep and go to bed and just wake up the next morning and cook eggs and bacon and cheese grits and be all free, all willy-nilly, and just go about your life. You need to do your time. If it was accidental, I will have, you do time for accidental, I will have you detained, and I will see what I can do if you do something accidentally. If it was, unintentional or whatever, then I will charge you accordingly. But if you did, I'll hold you and detain you and charge you accordingly. But if you did something, especially if you did something on purpose, I'm charging you in my country. You're not running away. And if you're running away, I'm having you brought right back. Bring that ass right back. You ain't. No, you're not. You're not getting away with that. You're not. You have to do your time. Just like if you can do your time in your own country, and when you do crimes in your own country, you can do your crime. You can do your time in my country too. If you create if you do a crime in my country, ain't no getting away. No. It don't go like that, honey. It does not go like that. You have to do the time for the crime wherever you are. So I think some people don't believe in, being held in another country if you're an American citizen. Hey, and some people do believe, hey, let America, charge you. But I don't care where you're from. Personally, in my opinion, I don't care where you're from. You do a crime in my country, you're getting locked up here and you're doing your time here, and I will send you back to your country after you do your time here and your time is done. All I care about is you paying your time. That's all. I can't do nothing for, but respect the fact that you paid the time for the crime. I just want you to pay the time, but I want you to pay it wherever you did the crime at. To me, that's fair and that's just. Ain't no running back. So if I did a crime in another country, it's only fair that that country holds me and makes me do my crime over there and then send me back after I've done my time. Okay? Make me do my time over there and then send me back after I've done my time. It's only fair. Why should you be able to run back? Because the only reason that you would flee is to avoid charges, right? Or else why would you flee? So no, they fled back to the States. No, they need to bring that ass back to Mexico and do your time. Yes, charge her with femicide and make her do her time in Mexico. Okay? You want to do it over there, so, do the time over there. That's where you wanted it to happen, so, correct what you did over there. You can't bring a life back, but, pay your time over there. You did it in their country, then you went on their land, on their territory and did that ish, then do your time on their territory. It's only fair. Don't run back. That's not right. Don't run back after what you did and did it on purpose. It wasn't even an accident. You purposely fought that girl. you might have accidentally killed her, unalived her. You might have accidentally unalived her, but you intentionally fought her. So you're going to intentionally, in my opinion, you should intentionally do your time over there in Mexico. Okay. Yeah. So that's what femicide is. And according to Queen City News, Shanquella's family's attorney wants diplomatic intervention for the death of their daughter Shanquella. And here's the best definition that I found for diplomatic intervention. And according to Cambridge Dictionary, I'm going to say that. Diplomatic intervention is the action of being intentionally involved in a difficult situation in order to improve the situation or prevent it from getting worse. So that's the definition. That's the best definition that I could find for this situation. It's a difficult situation because, you know, they are American citizens. They went to another country to do a crime, and then they fled right back. And it's like, now they have to be sent back, in my opinion. Supposedly, so the latest update that I have, besides the young lady that got fired from my job, because of her, involvement with the rest of the people that were involved in this, you know, this tragedy. Do y'all like my makeup? Let me stop. Yeah. So Shanquella's family and other people in North Carolina, and I'm so happy about this. This brings a smile to my face. They have sent pink case letters to Mexican authorities trying to get them to, you know, seek justice for Shanquella. They're trying to push the Mexican government to hurry along and do something and get this young lady, Dejanay Jackson, arrested and get her to pay the time for her crime. And that's exactly what it seems like Mexico is trying to do, which is taking a while. So from reports that I've seen, it seems like the investigation is ongoing. And that's why I probably have not heard anything else in a few weeks. The investigation is ongoing. Someone has been fired from their job. One of them had a baby child during this entire time. And another good thing that I like is that people of North Carolina, especially Charlotte, have taken to the streets to rally for justice for this young woman that was killed. And her birthday passed a while ago, like I think a few days ago. So if she was alive today, she would be 26. You know, she didn't even make it to her 26th birthday. She didn't even like make it out of her 20s, and it's so crazy how you know, you just don't expect something to happen where your life was just cut short. She was only 25. You know, like, she was a kid's hair braider. I've seen the braids that she's done on kids' hair. Amazing. I could never braid like that if my life depended on it. I don't know how to braid, child, like that. You see me with cornrows in my head, that's the most I could do with braids. You see me with box braids, if I did it myself, actually no. I'm going to someone have a little known fact. I do want to get braids, but what I would like to do is have 2 people braiding my hair at one time, because I am not sitting in a chair all day for no braids. I have no patience when it comes to hair. Okay? My curls have dropped, and I'm not even trying to revive my curls, and it's okay, girl. So that's the latest update, that people in North Carolina have rallied to the streets And so that's the update. The communities in North Carolina have sent case letters to the Mexican authorities. Mexico authorities are saying that the case is ongoing. Someone has been fired. One of the Cabo Six has been fired from their job due to their involvement with this investigation, with this case, which is good. And that the Mexican authorities are seeking, hopefully that they're still seeking to charge the Dejanay Jackson with the charge of femicide. And originally they were trying to get her back to Mexico. And so I will be giving you more updates on the situation, any updates that I can find. It might be a while before I hear or find another update on the situation, because it seems like this is taking a while. I don't know how long it takes for I don't know how long Mexican cases take, because this is actually a Mexican case. And I'll let you guys know. And so for you guys that have tuned in for this update, thank you for tuning in. And subscribe. Hopefully you can subscribe. Like the video, share the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.